game ready, steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha.
Hey, it's your girl, Madam Money, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Sword in the Game album review of Vic Spencer's Rather Be a Real One. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, before I even start, I just want to let y'all know that this drop is not for streaming. This is a direct to fan drop. So if you want the project, hit Vic Spencer up on any of his social medias. You feel me? I'm gonna put all of that stuff in the description below, and reach out to him. Like, I'm telling you, this is a dope project right here. And anybody who's a Vic Spencer fan, he just dropped Spencer for Hire this year, No Sean Shrimps this year, and one of the craziest projects to me, Psychological Cheat Sheet, where he actually is dropping a cassette tape version of this album real soon. He also did a project called Bare Minimum, but he's out here, he's been working. But if you are a fan and you appreciate what Vic Spencer brings to the table, make sure you reach out to him, cop the album directly from him, let him know, let me know too how you feel about it. But I really did appreciate this album. So the first track on here is Half Frozen Mac. You feel me? Just a laid back production. He has a couple of people that produces the album. This track is produced by True Eye. You niggas sweeter than Cook County sugar tax. It's a shame how they promote coke on wax. Get caught and get sold like slaves. And it's like, he's one of these like, he has an unorthodox style about him. Nobody's ever gonna take that type of thing away from him. But the things he say, you have to be really focused on what is going on, because he says some things that's totally out the box and outlandish, but you understand what is going on here. He also says on this track, last album was a sleeper, and the one before that too. So when you hear this, you got something to go back to. That's all those projects that I was talking about, because I really got introduced to Vic Spencer off of Spencer for Hire 3, and going back into an artist discography for once I'm interested in them. Just the work alone that he put out this year is crazy. So there was a dope, just like laid back track, just to let you know what's really going on and what you might have been missing out on. The next track on here is called Meridian or Crime Meridian. That's produced by Race, and it's like this crime 40s beat, like, you know, a detective smoking behind a typewriter with his name on the door, and a bitch come and they still out there. That's the type of beat that's going on here. But it's a real track. Like, on here he said, your rappers that don't speak facts enough get on tracks and talk about packs and guns. I done had enough. Gobble your way into a record label contract. I know well-respected rappers that can't afford dub sacks, and like, it's just his discourse with the industry and the people that he's seen around, like sees around him, that he really has a problem and an issue with, like what really goes on in the game. Like, you know, you lying on wax, that's a problem, you feel me? And to say that you know, well-respected rappers that can't afford a dub sack, like, I tell people all the time, like, you know, I know rich people that ain't famous, I know famous people that ain't rich, and that's some real shit right there. So you know what it is. The next track on here, Scheduled No Shows, and it starts off with a Brandy Broken Hearted sample. You feel me? This is made by Nasim Williams, but this breaks into two parts. It's a lot of tracks on here that got beat switches, and I really did appreciate that on here. This is the first like beat switch on this album. I ain't no half step and beat you with the fist before I grab weapons. And he's like, I'm just telling you, he's telling you the type of tough that he is. He also shouts out 1,000 words on this project as well. But it's the little things like Nasim Williams, he put his producer's tag, like, you know, his tag in the middle of it before the beat switch, and like Vic was like, damn nigga, we know who made the beat. You know, those type of little influences and innuendo make an album very interesting when you have this type of thing going on here. So really dope project. A dope track, like, for real on here. The second half of this, he says, I'm on my Wesley Snipes, situation slim out the tip of my brim, hardcore, so I'm bumping some Kim. If I see some enemies, then I'm jumping on them. And also, like, your dog. Also on here, he said, stop rapping and let's see if you can move, actually move a pound. And that's real right there. Because, like, a lot of niggas, they be talking this work shit. They don't be knowing that shit. They don't know what like come along with it. They be talking about somebody else that they seen on TV and shit. They don't be talking about themselves. Trust and believe that. The next track on here is featuring Lord Ja. It's called One Up. And it's like this 40s horns is on the production on here that's produced by Slaughter. I thought that was really dope too. The next track on here called Veal Smoothie, produced by Earl Saga. This is another one that the beat switches so hard it comes out of the blue. And like this is one of the tracks where it made me realize like even like the switches that's happening on here, he's letting you know like the dichotomy of the game every step of the way on here. Like every step of the way he's letting you know the real from the fake on this project. That's why it's called I'd Rather Be a Real One. So it's really really dope when you see like the whole thing come together properly like how it should. I really like Vic over these type of samples that Earl Saga did on here. I listen to El Camino. Y'all listen to Samino. I'd rather shave my head than have chemo. I want to be happy like Jean Grey and Kelly Chris. Like Quelly Chris, you feel me? Just things like that. Like I listen to El Camino. Y'all listen to Samino. It just let y'all know we on two different vibes. You feel me? Real recognize real. I'd rather fuck a blow up dog than a fake bitch that rock designer saying she hate kids when she know her walls is gone. Like those are the type of things that Vic always brings to the table that I like crazy. He also has a Big Lurch reference on here. If y'all know Big Lurch, you feel me? One of the forefathers of horrorcore. He has a crazy reference on here. Y'all gotta listen to that for yourself. I shall not be spitting those bars over because they are too much for me to handle. Next track on here, which I'm pretty sure he has a visual out. This was produced by Dirty Diggs. It's called Unbothered in LA. And this is like, I don't want to say normal track because I think that's like a disrespect, but this is like him where he's just spitting on the track. You feel me? Really really dope. Really just like a real, and all of this shit is focused, but just like his most orthodox style track on here, because I say he spits unorthodox a lot. Just his most orthodox track on this album, which was really really dope to see. It broke everything up a little bit. Next track on here, Whiskey Pimple featuring Monday Night, produced by a little kid. Was a dope. This is a dope track too. Now I'm telling you, like I need to see more Monday Night around and stuff like that. I know he's over there working. He be working with the Mutant Academy and everything. I need someone work for Monday Night. Salute to you, Monday Night. It was nice to see you on this project. Thick Skin. I feel a dagger. It's a lot of rappers that don't own their own masters, and this is what I'm saying. Where he just trying to really tell you like the industry stuff that be going on, and he's breaking it apart in a way that only he does best over there. Salute to Vic Spencer on this. Next track on here, Green Room Villains, D Brash and Goose the Wizard, excuse me, produced by Zepta. Like this is another track too. Like just think about like, you know, the green room villains, like y'all backstage or y'all waiting to do press or something like that, and it's like, you know, some characters in there that will fuck you up. Like, you know, most of the bad fights always do happen in the green room, so that was just type of feel, and how he have his niggas around him to do this type of work and shit like that. So I definitely appreciated that. Next track on here, Beat in the Back Seat. This is another one of those tracks with the beat switches. This is done by Rob Metaphor and CJ. Just staying in that same space of like real rappers in the game, fake rappers in the game. Like this is so heavy when it comes down to the concept of this too, and you always realize after every track, like he's a real one. He'd rather be a real one. You feel me? So I do appreciate that. Next track on here, Mcnasty, produced by Earl Saga. I've had a bitch tell me I couldn't dress, and she smelled like she listened to Nuck If You Buck 12 times in a row. That's before the shit even really popped off. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That was like his intro to the track. He goes on to say like he squeezed some duck shit on your hot dog and all of this. There's some real nasty shit going on here. He also said he thought about this taking the trash out too. So let me tell you, like this is the type of thing that most rappers ain't gonna sit there and do, and that's when he like becomes reminiscent, saying some nasty shit like a a red man than me to say something so fucking crazy and disgusting as well. But it's called Mcnasty. What do you think is gonna happen on here? You feel me? Next track on here, Haitian Dropkick, real soulful beats. Soulful beats. This is done by Slaughter again. Building building to get cheese out here cuffing rats. And that's his thing, like building to get cheese out here cuffing rats. And it's like, here we go. This is just this dichotomy thing of what's real and what's fake in the industry. So I definitely appreciate what he brings to the table on this. Next track on here, Glisten Intention, again with the beat switch. This is done by Camouflage Monk. And I'm telling you, like, you don't expect the production to take these type of turns that they do, and like Vic just does what he does when it comes down to these things. He always acknowledges the switch, and I appreciate that too. Next track on here, Threat in Pajamas featuring Fly Anakin. This was produced by Earl Sage as well. I like this matchup too, and it comes like, I like Fly Anakin, excuse me, when he does these type of things, and you might not have ever seen them two on a track before. He always delivers, and I definitely appreciate that. The last track on here is called Family Demonstrations. Let's get it right, featuring Mav. And this is like a real personal, like a personal track, I want to say, but it's like, it gets personal, but Vic and Mav, they just let you know, like, all that shit in the past, their family is their family, and they always just let it roll off their back, like they're built for this. This is the type of thing that be going on when it comes down to family and stuff like that. So I really did appreciate this project a lot. Like I said, if you're not tapped into Vic Spencer, get tuned into him. Like, you feel me? If you like his other projects that he dropped this year, like I said, Psychological Cheat Sheet, No Sean Shrimps, you feel me? And the other albums that he dropped this year, go and listen to those. And when you hear those, hit my boy up and buy this project for him directly, and let him know how you feel about him and stuff like that. But off of the things that he did drop the visuals off of this album, like I'm telling you, like Unbothered in LA, go and look at that. Go make sure that you subscribe to his YouTube channel. He just popped it off. He just dropped it off. He's going to be doing a whole bunch of exclusives and stuff like that for the fans. But make sure you hit him up. Like, he's somebody, he wants the feedback from everybody. He wants to know how everybody feels about his work and stuff like that. But this right here, the concept behind it, like, I'd rather be a real one. Once you hear it and you get accustomed to Vic's style, you will understand and appreciate exactly what's going on here. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm Meta Money. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Meta Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS. Once you do hear the project, let me know what's your favorite track on here. What's the craziest bar you've heard him spit? And if you listen to his other projects, Spencer for Hire 3, Psychological Cheat Sheet, Sean No Kemps, let me know what's one of your favorite projects from Vic Spencer as well. But as always, I gotta get out of here. I'll be seeing you guys around. Peace.